my name's Andy Clarke. I'm UK based, and I work for an organisation called UK Med, and my current role is as our Humanitarian Operations Director. We're a relatively small operations team. There's about 10 of us, so really my job is about doing what I can to support good people to do a good job, make sure they have what they need so that they can do what they're good at. And so, yeah, my day kind of is about having a look at what's on the radar, what people are up to, and how I can support that. And then as a humanitarian response organisation, obviously, we need to be ready to respond. So again, it's keeping an eye on what's out there and assessing that. So information gathering, analysis, and then there's a little bit of decision making, obviously, when there are things to respond to. With COVID over the past kind of what's nearly a year now, there has been quite a bit of peak demand. So a lot of it is about assessing that, making decisions on what we can do, and then sort of putting that in train with the teams and across different functions to get deployments out the door. So yeah, that's most of the day job. It hasn't really been a kind of a planned pathway, but it's been all of those things. I started with some volunteering, and then I just took opportunities along the way, really. I haven't planned anything specifically. I started in a volunteering role in Oxfam, Great Britain, and that was a great starting opportunity for me. I got to see all the different opportunities in that organisation, and then I kind of plotted a course to take some opportunities to get experience. That organisation specialised in water and sanitation and hygiene promotion. So I kind of figured out kind of what skills and experiences I need to get. And I worked my way into being a water and sanitation engineer, and I did that. And then I also took other opportunities to gain skills, management skills, take on a bit of responsibility. So yeah, no kind of grand master plan really, but then kind of with a bit of reflection and over time, you kind of look to seek new challenges. And moving to UK Med for me is one of those, an organisation at a particular time in its evolution, and somewhere where I hope I can bring some of my past experience as well as learn new things about the health sector. Yeah, so I actually went to Manchester University. Manchester is my dad's hometown, and I really enjoyed my time there. I actually did Italian studies there, and really what that gave me, I think, was access to understanding different cultures, different ways of seeing things, different ways of doing things. And it gave me some of the skills and tools for that, which actually has laid a really good foundation for a lot of the work that I've done. And I think in many jobs, but in humanitarianism as well, I think a understanding for different cultures, different ways of thinking, different ways of approaching things, is really important, because a lot of the work is around bringing different resources to bear, multidisciplinary teams, different knowledges and skill sets, and how to get the best out of those or apply those to challenging situations. So that's kind of how that's, I think, stood me in good stead. I think it's, don't have maybe too fixed an idea about things. I think flexibility, adaptability is really key, and also opens you, be open to opportunities, I think. Unless you're doing something, very technical, in which case I guess the track is a bit narrower. But a lot of the management kind of roles, the coordinator, connecting kind of roles. I think it's a broader skill set, and the sector's really evolving in terms of obviously it's grown, but there's a number of really key agendas out there, and I think being connected to those, understanding what they mean, and kind of using that to inform where you think you might be able to play a part in the sector. So I think that's really key as well. So being open to that, I think is probably the key advice. And then, you know, whatever experience or opportunity you get, I think make the most of it. You learn from all of it. And, you know, for me, a lot of the most important part of this kind of work, it is about people. And that includes yourself, getting the best out of yourself, but, you know, working with others, as I said before, to get the best out of different skill sets and knowledge and backgrounds. So, you know, each experience you have, you can find something of that in it and look how to take it on to the next thing. So that would be my advice. I think what causes problems is probably fixed attitudes and rigid thinking. And, you know, often the challenge is to make sure that's not you, that you're not being too fixed, too rigid. So yeah, I think that's really key. And then, as I say, if people can work together and keep exchanging information, keep open-minded, you know, you can do a lot in difficult circumstances. It's when things start getting fixed or rigid that, you know, things, yeah, you block yourself from achieving things. So yeah, I'd say that's one of the key challenges.